The light side of the Force, otherwise known as Ashla, was a pathway to great power, arguably more potent and more unnatural than many dark side abilities. By allying oneself with honesty, compassion, mercy, Force users could unlock abilities that were unattainable to users of the dark side. This video will explore the top 5 light side abilities from both Star Wars canon and Legends. The Wall of Light was a particularly powerful light side ability which required the unified focus of multiple Jedi. This light side Force power was widely regarded as the Jedi's most destructive offensive capability. By uniting their minds together, the Jedi would conjure a bright beam of light side energy which would radiate a magnificent blue glow. This beam of pure light side energy would be used to purge the dark side from the area. Furthermore, this ability could be used on darksiders, such as Sith Lords, to sever their connection to the Force. This caused the victim a great deal of pain as the Force was stripped from every single cell of their body. This ability was famously used twice against Exar Kun. First, it was used against him during the Old Republic era on the planet Yavin 4. 4,000 years later, the ability would be used again against Exar Kun's spirit by Luke Skywalker to finally vanquish the Dark Lord of the Sith for good. Before we move on to our second ability, please subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one and follow us on Instagram and TikTok for daily short Star Wars lore videos. The next on the list is Force Shatterpoints. As we discussed in the Mace Windu before the prequels video, the Force Shatterpoint ability was what allowed Windu to become such a powerful and successful Jedi Master. Unlike the rest of the abilities on this list, it was almost impossible to learn, with users either born with it or not. It could therefore be used by both members of the Jedi and Sith Orders, but due to the level of focus this ability required, it was more commonly used by the Jedi and the light side of the Force. Shatterpoints were a complex power which would allow a user to become briefly connected to the space-time continuum. In this way, the user could perceive how a particular action would affect future events. For example, when Mace Windu confronted Dooku on Geonosis, he saw Dooku as the Shatterpoint that would prevent the Clone Wars. However, attachment to his former friend would prevent him from ending the war before it had begun. Furthermore, this ability could also allow a user to perceive how an object came together and could exploit minuscule weak points in its very construction. Even the strongest of objects, such as the ancient Sith artifact, the Mur Talisman, could be destroyed by this potent Force ability. Force Enlightenment is a little known light side ability, possibly due to its rarity. This ability took a mastery of the light side only a few had ever achieved. This ability enhanced the user's other Force powers, pushing these abilities to the highest levels they had ever achieved. This ability was only ever really seen in the Old Republic era, and we've only ever really seen it used by the Jedi exile, Meetra Surik. It is possible that this ability could only be achieved if there was a severe imbalance in the Force. Much like how Luke and Rey were more powerful due to living in eras where the dark side overpowered the light, Meetra Surik inhabited a galaxy where most Jedi had been vanquished by years of war against the Sith. It is possible that Meetra was gifted this ability by the Force itself to correct this severe imbalance. Number 4 on the list is Electric Judgement. This ability was the light side version of Force Lightning. This ability was also known as Emerald Lightning as it was often coloured green, but it could also be coloured a yellow or orange colour. Other than the obvious colour differences, Force Justice was very similar in its effects to its dark side cousin, Force Lightning. However, while Force Lightning was fueled by hatred and anger, Force Justice was fueled by the Jedi's determination to achieve justice against the dark side. This meant that the ability could only really be used against those the Jedi believed deserved it, such as an evil dark side user. If it was used against others who did not deserve it, this could result in the Jedi falling to the dark side. For this reason, this ability was banned by the Jedi Order, but was used in secret by Plo Koon in the pre-Imperial era and by Jacen Solo in the post-Imperial era. Of course, the most powerful light side ability was immortality through the Force Ghost ability. While most Jedi would become one with the Force when they passed away, some would learn how to keep their identity separate from the totality of the Force. This ability was originally learned by Qui-Gon Jinn from the Shaman of the Wills, a mysterious order of Force users that originally discovered this ability. This ability was achieved through denying the will of the Force at the time of death. However, if a powerful lightside user died committing an act of pure selflessness, as Obi-Wan did when he died at the hands of Vader on the first Death Star, then the Jedi would have a chance at becoming a Force Ghost. A Force Spirit would normally not be visible to living beings, but could manifest itself to powerful Force users for a brief period of time and communicate with them. Thank you for watching, guys, and if you want to find out more about the Force, then check out our top 5 most powerful dark side abilities video. See you in the next video, and as always, may the Force be with you.